Now, wow, SNM clan, like, ha. This one, Nate has brought this to the table. I mean, this is crazy because at the end of the day, this is one of the reasons why, they'll start, watering down, KB's, whatever KB spoke about, herself, her whole trauma, everything, they'll start watering it down. Because at the end of the day now, what Nate said now is more like, I mean, see, there are certain things you just know. There are certain things you should know. It's very simple, especially when you bring out a certain story, a certain stuff that happened. I mean, when you now do certain things to other people, I'm like, well,
Yeah.
It doesn't really click. It doesn't really click. Then I feel like, okay, yeah, whatever KB was doing was based on full strategy, nothing like that. There was no ounce of truth. Nothing there was the truth. Understand?
Or maybe she doesn't know better.
It doesn't make any sense.
She understands.
If someone can
or maybe
talk,
she doesn't know better.
It doesn't make any sense, Marion. If someone can understand certain things about what really happened or what is wrong, because when KB said what she said, at that moment, for her to classify that as an abuse, for example, it means that, she must have refused what that person wanted to do. It means that, okay, she didn't give consent to that person to classify that as, okay, this happened. This is an our situation. For you to classify something as an our situation means you never gave what we call consent. It's very simple. So if you go to another person without asking for consent, you're daft. You don't have a brain. Yeah, because if you can actually say, okay, yeah, this is what I classified. Okay, this is what happened, right? I didn't give consent to a certain person, and I classified that as an our situation, and you go ahead
and do the
same thing.
Yeah,
nah, that will be watered down.
Because
that will be watered down.
We saw Nate talking to Jojo in the room about her situation with KB.
Yeah,
according to her, she said that KB had been touching her inappropriately. And she will actually tell her to stop, but she'll actually go on. She'll keep going on about it. And she'll like, oh, stop. She won't stop. She'll still keep doing it. So that she didn't even give her consent. And even when she was like, no, you have to actually seek consent from the person you are touching before you touch them. She kept on saying, I consent. No, you're not the one that will consent.
No, you're not the one that consents. It's not you.
You're not the one that will consent. Do you get it? It's the person you're doing the thing to. And that was when I felt like in my head, she doesn't even know what she's doing.
Nah.
Or she doesn't know better. Do you know why I said that?
Yeah.
Do you remember like that video I just showed you?
Yeah.
In the kitchen. It's as if she has been doing that.
Yeah.
And I heard that she did it to Swiss as well. Like Swiss complained about the same thing. And in the kitchen, I saw Nate teaching her consent. And the way she was behaving, like it wasn't a serious matter. Do you understand? She was like, okay, now I touch your wig. Is it consent? I'm like, babe, like...
It's still what I'm saying. If KB can classify her experience as an our situation, she should know better on what consent means. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Didn't KB refuse when that trauma happened? She refused. If she had obliged and agreed, okay, she understand, okay, yeah, there's no reason to classify that as an our situation. Provided she did that, she will understand better. See, all this one I said that, probably she wasn't really educated or no. Nah, bullshit. That is rubbish. You understand, right? If Nate complained about a certain situation, especially when Nate told her, please stop. Stop touching me. You don't like it. Please stop touching me. Inappropriately. Stop. But KB still continued. And KB went to yeah, I consent. Nah, I mean, come on now. You understand, right? So if that happened now, people are saying, oh, maybe Nate is this, or maybe Nate is that, stuff like that.
Yeah, they started dragging Nate. That Nate is a snake. This is why the households are calling her snake.
No.
I'm like, really? Someone is complaining about their experience. And all you can say is Nate is a snake. She's a liar.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, she's a liar.
But when it was KB, what happened? You understand, right? It was bent on, women for change came from nowhere. This one actually did this. This one actually did that. Okay, if it were to be Ashley, for example, now, you understand, that did, let's say that stuff, to Nate. And Nate said, please stop touching me inappropriately.
Oh, she's going home
now.
Because yesterday that Ashley, if you guys remember, they were singing yesterday. Ashley left and went to the closet. So Ashley was not telling Sweet Gulliver, the reason why I left is because of KB's voice. According to her, KB's voice annoys her.
Yeah.
They started dragging her.
Crazy. You understand, right? Because
like, as even viewers still say that, oh, this housemate is annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, you feel like you can say that, but another person cannot say
Cannot
that.
say that. So understand. So this double standard, whatever that is coming in, and it's coming as more like, Nate now is being dropped because of what she said.
Mhm.
But for KB, that stuff that happened, and when Bonnie B said that stuff, which was very crazy, you saw what it resulted to.
Yeah.
You understand, right?
Mm.
Now, KB, the same person. This is why I keep saying this thing. When certain things are being excused, let's say, for example, how what KB did to Msuku, all this stuff, certain stuff, just being excused, and you just want to like tackle other stuff, but you leave some, right? It will still burn that person on the day, because for KB now, like I said, I'll say it again, she felt like, she is untouchable, invisible. She can't be touched. You understand, right? So for what happened, is more like, if certain people can actually like, go against that, okay, do you think KB do you think she wasn't surprised that, okay, she was up for nomination? I mean,
Yeah, she
was surprised.
Even specifically, oh my goodness.
Right?
And specifically, in the washroom or the wash area, they were saying that why did housemate nominate KB? They shouldn't nominate KB. They should have pitied her and allowed her to rest, that she has been through a lot.
Have you seen? So for her now, she believed that, with all this happening, you understand, they're like, give me a longer rope, give me long ropes, right? But what is happening is more like, when you go touch someone without consent, and you come and talk about certain stuff of how someone did something to you without consent, I'm like, okay, nah, it doesn't make any sense. No matter what happens, you must have a form of sensitization, and that's what I'm saying. If Nate complained about this, because I think you actually saw a reference or a clip about even Nate trying to like, tell KB.
That's what I just said now.
You see?
That she was teaching her, she was acting like it's not a serious matter.
So I don't know I don't know what this will cause, but at the end of the day, it depends on how, if Nate will go to Biggie, you understand, to complain about this, you understand, because if Nate continues going to Biggie almost every time, this is what happened to the whole Handy or whatever, Action Ben, whatever stuff that happened. And of course, he defended that, you understand. At the end of the day, it was swept under the carpet. Nothing, you understand, right? Nothing happened, right?
Yeah.
So if Nate continues with this now on Biggie's head, man, Biggie will definitely address this, and you already know what this might lead to.
Because for her to teach her consent in the kitchen, it's not something that have happened once.
Yeah.
Do you get? And KB too, she wasn't even taking it seriously. She's teaching you consent. You're busy saying, okay, so if I touch your wig now, it's consent. No, we're talking about something very serious that might put you in trouble if you're not careful. They're there playing.
It's also crazy.
And now I'm hearing that Swiss complain about the same thing with you.
So it's like a behavioral pattern. It's like a behavior from KB. You understand, right? So even if KB complains about certain stuff, I mean, some people, definitely must still take her serious, right?
Yeah.
But some people would definitely want to, like, water that down. You understand? Because at the end of the day now, it will be like, okay, this babe just used that based on strategy. And they'll start saying, okay, because is that quoting Ashley? Is that quoting Ashley?
Yeah. When Ashley said hurt people, people were dragging her, but look at what is happening today, this and that.
So I don't necessarily plan. What do you think about this? Because for KB, touching Nate in a way that she didn't like, and Nate kept telling her to stop, but KB kept doing what she was doing.
Yeah, that's
you understand?
nonsense.
That is crazy.
That's nonsense. I feel like Nate should actually confront her again.
Yeah.
Do you get? Because I know she has confronted her before.
Yeah.
She should do that again. Like, KB, this I don't like. Because they play rough play, these people.
Yeah.
They play rough play, sexual plays. Every conversation you see these people have is all about sex. I don't know if you understand. So that might maybe be encouraging her to be doing all those things. No, I say might.
Yeah, whether there's a probability.
Just understand what I'm trying to say.
No,
I say maybe that is why she's always doing that.
That's
so
what
Nate
I'm
needs
saying.
to confront her about it.
That's what I'm saying. Even if that's a reason, I will not agree with that now. I won't. Will I say that's a reason? You might feel that's a reason.
I'm saying Nate should confront her because that might be giving her signal of the reason why she's doing what she's doing.
That's why I said at the end of the day, for example, look, if something happens and that person says stop, because if someone like Swiss to complain about the same thing that KB did, then that's crazy now.
Yeah.
Don't you understand? That's what I'm playing. If someone says stop and you continue, that is one. Swiss complain about the same thing, that is two. Now, if for example Nate and Tyrone were doing that, dry humping or whatever, Tyrone did not complain. Is that not normal? The person you're riding on did not complain. That is normal because Nate said the same thing again. That there's one time that this person, KB, came to ride on her, and of which she was telling her, KB, stop, and all of a sudden KB was even more overpowering her. More like, something that was like,
it means she has been doing that.
Yeah.
Janice, like she has
you
been
understand,
doing
right?
that.
Overpowering, more like, stop, more like, you try to, like,
Yeah.
So it's more like, okay, this is crazy. So if someone is doing something to another person, let's say you see Ezra and Jojo. Jojo is not complaining how Ezra is touching her. No one. Hope you understand something now. Now, if Ezra wants to take the next step and Jojo complains and Ezra says continue, there's a problem. Hope you understand something now, because if you see Tyrone and Nate, for example, they will compare whatever Nate is doing.
Because that's what the people were. People were saying that, but Nate was playing with other people.
That
but
is
the people
rubbish.
she was playing
the people
with,
she was complaining with, they were loving it, they were enjoying it.
Exactly. They were
This is
laughing.
why Tembuzi, when Usuku called Tembuzi to her bed, Tembuzi said, please tell me you consent. Say after me, I consent. He understands that. You understand? Because anything can just happen. If you just set this guy up.
Say the boy just basically press a bomb.
You understand, right?
Yeah.
And of course, Suku said, I consent, you can come to my bed. You understand, right? So when someone says stop, immediately, please stop. The moment you do not listen and continue, there is a problem.
Even if you guys, like, the whole thing was consensual in the beginning, and you guys were doing it, and at a point, one person says, I don't want to do it again. Better don't do it again.
Those are crazy.
Because
right?
it will turn to grape.
So for KB now, as I'm seeing this thing now, whatever she has said is being watered down. Most people are trying to water down what she said, because
some people are dragging Nate. Some people are dragging
already
KB.
watching what she said, right? That everything was based on a big fat lie. You understand, right? But at the end of the day, all I know is that, if you complain or talk about something, a certain story or experience or trauma or abuse or whatever, there's a form of sensitization you should also have, on other people.
Yes.
You cannot be exempted. You cannot be excused. You understand, right? Because you gotta make it feel that your story can be paramount, or your story can be on billboards, right? But you can do the same thing you complain about to other people, it will fly. That one, I know they agree for that one. You understand, right? So for KB, she felt that she can do certain things to other people, but because, her story has melted hearts, anything she does must be excused, must be exempted. You understand, right? That is bullshit. You understand? I mean, Nate has complained about that. Let's see what's going to happen.
Let's see.
And Biggie is going to address that. Yeah.
I hope she, speaks to KB. And Biggie as well.
You understand?
Reputation.
At that moment, Biggie left it there, because immediately, if Biggie had taken that thing away immediately, there would have been a problem. Yes.
Yeah. But when
Biggie left that conversation there for a while.
When she was not explaining more things
Biggie
that
had to leave.
Biggie ran, because at this point, Biggie thought it was like that one scenario. It was
different things that KB did, right? I don't understand. It's quite crazy. Whatever battle that they had last night, I said, now, wow.
I said, they said that the men won. They won. Even though I didn't hear shit.
I didn't hear what they were saying. I don't understand what they said. Totolosi. I said, this is sounding like Bula. Let's say Bula don't reduce.
Totolosi.
I beg.
Oh my goodness.
While I know the finish,
it was crazy, Serem Clan. Even though I loved how it didn't end in a fight, it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
But they actually insulted each other. According to people that were translating the whole thing, they were saying at a point, they said that the men are not going to win the 2 million rands. And the man was like, win 5K rands first now.
Yeah,
I've not won anything from Arena. You want to come and win 2 million.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, it was
I don't know, but Ashley said that they won. You understand?
Ashley said that they won. They started calling her pick me.
Wow. I don't
if the men won, they won.
Yeah,
I don't know if you understand what I mean. It has nothing to do with gender or whatever. Does it mean, okay, let me tell you something. Oh, you want her to satisfy you by supporting women in a funny fight. What are you saying? If the men won in that situation, they won. Because a lot of you women were saying men won on Twitter. So what is your problem with that?
Yeah. Now, whether it's a funny fight, whether it's a real fight or whatever, provided what's actually happened was fair and square, and even what's out your hand.
Why are you making it a gender issue?
Hey, forget gender.
Because
forget
she said it's her opinion. She felt like men won, they won. It has nothing to do with pick
your headache be that.
Say pick me.
That's your cup of trash. Is that right? But I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, so this is Ezra and Jojo stuff. This is Luzuko and Jojo as well.
Hi. SDM clan, I heard that Jojo wants to form a triangle. She wants to be on game mode now.
Game mode.
Because we saw Jojo talking to Lizuko in the bathroom area.
Yeah.
According to her, he's a Confucianist. You get like, she said that someone told her from like maybe her friend outside that when you start to question yourself in a talking stage or whatever you are doing, or if you like a guy, but you have been questioning yourself if the guy likes you, just know that guy does not like you. Lusuko was saying it's a lie. Why would you say that? Are you kidding me? I'm questioning myself if you like me or not. Yeah, confusion is because what is wrong with you? Do you understand what I mean? So you can't say that the person is lying. No, the person is not lying. If you don't know what you want, better tell the person, I don't want to be in a relationship with you. But today you're on, tomorrow you're off. No, the person will question your motive because you're not a serious human being. Yeah. So Jojo was like, I'm talking to Ezra. We are getting to know each other, blah, blah, blah. And Luzuko felt bad about it. So according to Jojo, she has decided that she's going to use both of them and play her game.
That's crazy. But when she talks about using whatever to play her game, Benny, she don't do. Jojo go play that
whatever
kind
she was doing with Ezra, like that did not look nice at all.
It didn't even look like it looked like she was into the whole matter.
Do you see?
It didn't look like any game shit. You understand, right? If Ezra won't pluck Coco, he no go pluck Coco unless Jojo doesn't want that. You understand, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Let's just see what's gonna happen. Ezra and the way has already taken Luzuko's space, or Luzuko himself. Like that's how they call the guy slow. Other people are saying leading people on. I don't really see that. So I just see the guy just based on conversational. It's just a conversational kind of person, right?
Acting like he's interested in you, then he will give you hot, he will give you cool, he will give you hot. That's what he does. That's what he does.
That's what he does.
That's what he does.
That is just him being confused now. I mean, it's too much credit given to Luzuko that he the lead people on because they don't feel the guy.
It doesn't matter because when you say something, when you say something like, I have other girls I'm interested in, other guys the guy will be like, I used to, but what about me? What about me now? What about, it's giving, what about me means, you like me. Then what about me? You're trying to leave me, right? Like, and tomorrow be like, but I didn't ask you out. Come on, shut the fuck up.
All right, let's see what's gonna happen. I'm glad today being a diary session is gonna spill definitely. Well, the nails on the table. It is what it is. Western I'm Klein, ready in Nigeria. Remember, comment here. Let us know what you feel about this video. If you love this video, please make sure I give this video a thumbs up and a like our videos. Yeah, share this comments to say thank you guys. At the very best. You guys are awesome. Always remember, never to give up. Be the best at what you do. No success is guaranteed, no option. So then, guys, peace. Yeah, boy. Chakalaka.